Hi friends, welcome to this week's Ask Ashley, where you ask me your crochet business questions and I answer as many of them as I can in about a 30-minute window. If you see me looking over here, I'm talking to my grand fam. If you see me looking over here, it's the platform that starts with Y and then a T. Okay, I don't think either platform likes if we say the other one's name. So I'm gonna be looking in both places, but mostly over here. Mackenzie, we've already got some questions coming in over on Instagram. She will copy and paste those. I just said the word, my bad. We'll copy and paste them over here on this one, and we'll go ahead and jump right in. Hi, Susie, welcome. Deborah, are you hanging out with us today? One of our very regular Ask Ashley friends is Deborah, and I got to meet her this weekend or this last week at the Crochet Business Summit. And she even wore her Crochet Boss Academy shirt to represent during my class. I could not be more happy. I also got to meet a second Crochet Boss Academy boss named Joanne, like the yarn. She helped me remember that because I could not remember. I remember Deborah because that's my favorite person in the Bible. But then she said Joanne like the yarn, and then that really helped me. So it was really fun getting to meet them. I love getting to actually see my bosses in person and hug them and squeeze them and tell them, I'm so happy for you. I'm so thankful for you. So it was a really good experience. Okay, we have one question so far, and we are going to jump right in. The first one is coming from our grand fam over here. What kind of tags do you like for finished products and why? I'm concerned about washing. Very good question over here from the grand fam. What kind of product tags do I use? I like to use wooden tags from All This Wood on Etsy. And I like to use faux suede tags from angieandbrit.com. They are on the gram. They are not on Etsy. They have no need to be. They get all of the business that they need on their off Etsy site. Those are the two that I recommend. I've washed them repeatedly and never had an issue. That doesn't mean you wouldn't have an issue. What I would do is make a sample thing, attach the tag to it, wash it and dry it and see what happens. Do a little experiment. Also, pro tip, take your audience on the journey with you. Say, hey, I'm doing a little bit of product testing. I'm going to start adding tags to my finished pieces to give them a more polished look. I need to see if this tag can hold up in the wash because I only want to give you guys low maintenance products, right? I don't want to sell anything that's going to put you really out of your way. So we're going to give this a wash and a dry and see how it goes. And I'm going to take you along on the journey with me. You can either do this in your Instagram stories, or you can make a reel, or you can do a carousel post as well, which those have been blowing up for a lot of people. I'm going to be practicing that later, hopefully this week. I got a lot going on. It's been the busiest few weeks. It's almost like an out-of-body experience. Like I'm just watching somebody else live the most chaotic life possible. But after Ava's birthday party, I have 2 seconds to breathe, and then Crochet Boss Academy opens back up. But I'm going to try implementing carousels over on the gram and see how they perform. Thank you for your question. I hope that was helpful. So again, that was All This Wood on Etsy and angieandbrit.com off Etsy. Thank you for your question. Next question is from Christina. I can always count on Christina to ask questions at Ask Ashley, so we are not sitting here staring at each other through the digital lenses of the interwebs. Christina says, hello, Ashley. Currently on a walk on a beautiful day to try to get my baby boy to be born. Oh my gosh, Christina. Keep walking, sister. You can do it. She is trying to get that baby. Very, very good. Thank you for being here and hanging out and always being involved. I appreciate you. Maria says, I'm going to start an Etsy shop. That's exciting, Maria. But I'm overwhelmed with taking pictures. What can I do to ease the overwhelm? Very good question, Maria. You are not alone. Overwhelm is the biggest culprit to why entrepreneurs or future entrepreneurs do not get things done. I feel comfortable saying that. I have no science behind that. It's just my personal experience working with my own entrepreneur brain and then 600 other entrepreneurs that are inside of Crochet Boss Academy. I think overwhelm is definitely the hardest thing that prevents us from moving the needle forward. So first off, give yourself grace. You are not alone. It is unbelievably common. We all go through this. So don't think that you're just not fit for it because you are overwhelmed. We're all overwhelmed. You're doing great. Second, what I would do to make taking pictures for my Etsy shop easier would be to set up a photography shoot day. That's what I would do. Plan out a day on your calendar, a weekend, whatever you can do. Have all of your product shots written out. Say I want a studio shot, a lifestyle shot, a close-up shot, a packaging shot, all the shots that you want to have, write them out for each of your products, and then make yourself a little checklist. And then as you get all the shots, check it off. And then have a bucket of products, pull from your bucket, lay it on the table, get your studio shot, get your close-up shot. Next product on the table, studio shot, close-up shot. Next. And then go in like an assembly line. If you sell wearable things that need to be on humans, I suggest setting up a photo shoot with some models. Okay, not professional models, just beautiful people in your town. If you've been following me for any sort of time and you have seen the gorgeous girl in the linen Claire bun beanie with her ponytail, her blonde ponytail, that is a beautiful girl in my town. She's the prettiest girl that I know. And so I messaged her and I was like, hey, would you like to send me some pictures of yourself wearing my beanie in exchange for some beanies? And she was like, absolutely. She took that as a selfie on her phone, and it was in 2017. So it wasn't even a very good phone. And that's the picture she took. And it went viral and it blew up and it brought me to where I am today. It was the ignition that I needed to get the motivation and the excitement to get to where I am today. So keep that in mind. But I also have scheduled photo shoot days with a local photographer friend of mine. And we got some models and we had beanies on all of them. And we just lined them up. Like we had 3 girls modeling. And while one was getting their pictures of their hats, other girls was putting on a new hat, changing hats. We were walking around a small area in our town and just getting different shots that looked like they were actually wearing them. Just a lifestyle shot, candid looking shots, and then also some posed things. So if you have the option to do that, I would recommend it. You can always ask for bartering if you're not comfortable or financially able to pay a photographer at this moment. Find somebody who's new in their journey too and say, hey, I will tag you every single time I post one of these. I always use local hashtags so people locally can find me, and I would love to exchange for some of my products from my shop, right? You can totally do that. Worst they can do is say no. If you can't find a photographer friend, have your bestie, your mom, or your husband stand outside with an iPhone. If you need more tips for how to get good pictures with an iPhone, I think I have a YouTube video. I'm going to have Mackenzie go digging for that one really quickly. But the best thing that you're going to be able to do is schedule a photo shoot day and plan out the shots that you want to get, and then just start cranking them out. Have all of your products ready to go. Turn on, do not disturb on your phone. You're not answering any questions. You're not getting distracted by text messages. It's straight up, do not disturb. Your phone is not going to make any noise. And you're going to pound out these pictures and you're going to get it done. And then another day, you can go back in and edit them. You can do this. It's completely doable, Maria. Thank you so much for your question. Next one comes from the gram. It says, who taught you how to crochet? That would be my mama. I'm very cliche crochet. My mama taught me when I was about 10 years old. Haley said, how do you feel about selling copyright characters that have entered public domain? Steamboat Mickey, Winnie the Pooh, etc. I do not feel, Haley. I do not feel about it. I would avoid it like the plague because it is not worth tiptoeing around legal situations, in my opinion. I'm trying to build a long-term scalable business. I am not just trying to get a few sales here and there for funsies. If you are, maybe your priorities would be a little bit different. If you're trying to go long term, building your brand around somebody else's brand is never a really safe bet because anything could happen with that brand. What if that brand did something absolutely horrific? Like, no matter what aisle you're in, we all agree it was horrific. And now your brand is attached to that brand and they did something absolutely unspeakable, right? Just let your imagination go wild. We don't want that. We are our own brand. We can come up with our own things. I understand you want to because it's going to blow up and you know it and you're going to get so many sales, but think big picture, think long term for your business and try to focus there. I know it's really, really hard, especially when there's other people selling absolutely still copyrighted characters and they're blowing up and you're just watching it happen while you're creating your own things. And it's hard, but it's the smarter route to take in the long run. And we are big picture gals. We're thinking about our future. We want everything that we do now to also help us in the future. So we are working smarter, not harder. And building your brand around somebody else's brand is not working smarter. So that's my 2 cents. It's just my opinion. It's not legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. If you need legal advice, speak to a lawyer. I'm not your gal. But hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that gave you some little tidbits to think about. Next question is from Instagram, and it says, is scheduling on Instagram good or not? Algorithm-wise, you should be fine because you can now do it on the platform itself, which is fairly new, of like maybe a year ago or less. So algorithm-wise, you should be good to go. If you want to do it that way, go for it. If you're using a third party like Tailwind or other things, Planoly, I think was one of them, historically, platforms do not like when you use third-party platforms because you yourself are not on the platform, and so they don't reward you as such, algorithm-wise. So I don't recommend using third-party apps to schedule your Instagram posts. But if you want to do it within the Instagram app or within the Meta Business Suite situation that they give us, I think it's probably fine. If you want to do some testing, I would suggest posting like Monday at 2:00 and then post the exact same thing next Monday at 2:00 and do one where you scheduled it and one where you didn't schedule it and see how they both perform. Thank you for your question. Hopefully that was helpful. Next one is from Cheyenne, and she says, what's your top must-have for your office crochet space? Oh my goodness. Well, I love my yarn wall, obviously. Gabe, my husband, built that for me like from wood. He didn't buy any like kits or nothing. He just built it from wood and a tape measure. What is I really love the thing that my phone is on right now for filming overhead, but also, you're welcome, Be Hooked by Crochet. Also other angles too. It's an arm that attaches to the table, and I think it's for a mic, actually, like a microphone, but I bought like a phone holdy insert situation, and it holds my phone, and I can go like this or I can go like this. I think that's really handy. Anytime that you can have your phone set up where you can easily record without having to go through much trouble, you're going to be more likely to create content. So anything you can do to make content creation easier is a must-have. So having tripods set up already in areas where you normally work, because if I'm normally sitting here typing, I can have this going and recording B-roll for like inspirational reels down the road. Or when you see people who post a bunch of different clips of different like things that they do in their business, one of them could be typing. And because it's right here, right next to me and easy to turn on and ready to go, I'm more likely to hit record, right? Another thing that I do is I try to only wear my branded colors. I've done this forever, but I've been getting really strict on it here recently. This is one of my branded colors. This is one of my branded colors. I've had this tank top on all day. I did not have to change clothes to get ready for my life. My pajamas are my brand colors. My street clothes are my brand colors because I am already camera ready enough. Like I don't have makeup on, my hair's not fixed, but I'm camera ready enough because these colors are the ones that look best on me and they're my business colors. So 2 birds, right? Little things like that. So Cheyenne, I guess my quick answer would be anything that you can get for your office that will make your life simpler, make it more easy for you to create content. If I was in a hot pink tank top, I would you would see all my pimples. You would see like bags under my eyes because it's not my color. And I wouldn't feel camera ready. I wouldn't be confident, even if I did decide to hit record, but I also wouldn't be like moved to hit record if the opportunity presented itself. And we want to make running our business as easy as possible because it's already very, very hard on its own. So there's no reason to make it harder. So mic stand and branded clothes and anything else that can help you do your job, like get rid of hurdles that are in your way. If you can find a fix for one of your hurdles, buy that thing and have it. So that way you can grow your business faster and easier. Thank you for your question, Cheyenne. Haley says, how long until you know your website isn't doing well and you should just shut it down? Thinking about giving it until the end of the year, then shutting down, sticking with my customs and booths. Haley, are you talking about an Etsy shop or are you talking about an off Etsy shop? I'm going to see what she says. I'm going to come back to this one, Haley. I'm going to assume she's talking about an off Etsy shop because she said website. And she said that she's going to do customs and booths. Off Etsy. Okay, she has an off Etsy site. So Haley, if you are doing craft fairs and you do not have a shop, an online shop where they can come back and shop with you again and again and again, you are working harder, not smarter. You want everything that you do to push the needle in your business. You want to turn every customer into a return customer. And if you are setting up at markets and somebody buys a baby bonnet because they're pregnant and they're very excited, and then their baby's born and they take pictures of their baby bonnet and they tag you at whatever, a crafty concept, whatever, if they want to buy another baby bonnet for their best friend who's now pregnant and they just found out it's a girl, she's not going to be able to easily get it from you because you don't have an online shop for her to shop at. She's going to have to message you privately and be like, hey, can I get another one of those bonnets? And then you're going to have to be like, yeah, they're actually $14. And she's going to be like, excellent. How would you like for me to pay? And then you're going to say, I can take Venmo, PayPal, Square, la, 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 la. Great, let's do Venmo. Awesome. It's at so-and-so on Venmo. Awesome. Oh, wait, I typed it wrong. Try again. Okay. Oh, I accidentally sent $20 to the wrong person. Okay, what's your address? This is my address. Oops, I typed it wrong and it went to the wrong house. You see how inconvenient that is for you and for her? If you want more sales, you need to make it as easy as possible for you and for her. Because if you were getting that 16 times a day, if that's the experience you were having with different customers 16 times a day, you're going to be exhausted. You're going to be overwhelmed and you're going to want to quit. And I don't want you to quit. Every tip that I'm going to give you always is to help you not quit, to stick with it and to succeed and to reach your goals. So you need to make shopping with you very easy or they won't do it. Introverts are not going to message you and ask to buy another bonnet. They would be sweaty just thinking about it. They're not going to want to do that. They're going to want to go to your website, buy the thing, pay for it there, type in their address so you don't have to like try typing it in wrong because it's not your address, right? It's going to make process ease 100% better. You do not want to build a business going the back and forth communication method, I promise. When it comes to your customs, you said that you also do customs. You can make listings in your shop for your custom things and then have it organized on Etsy. There's a place for them to put in their personalization and then they can just check out, go about your business. No back and forth. We want to get rid of as much back and forth as possible. You mentioned that you have an off Etsy site. I would suggest getting on Etsy also. I think every handmade business, if you have the capacity to take more orders, you should be on Etsy. Do not promote your Etsy shop. Not everybody. If all that you have is an Etsy shop, promote your Etsy shop. But for Haley specifically, she has an off Etsy site. So never promote your Etsy shop, Haley. Just let it be on Etsy in the background, pulling in Etsy strangers, people who would never have found you had you not been on Etsy. There are a million different reasons why I believe you should be on Etsy. They have an affiliate program. They will run ads on your behalf without you having to learn how to do that. They are well known. They're social proof, right? Those two things kind of go together. They are a search engine. They're a marketplace. So people from all over the world can go in, type in the search box, and your stuff can show up in their search results. And they would have never found you had it not been for Etsy. So definitely think about that, Haley. Don't overwhelm yourself. Take baby steps. Think long term and go like just do a little bit at a time, right? You don't have to get overwhelmed and panic. No reason for that. But that's my 2 cents. Hopefully that was helpful. Let me see what we got in the comments over here. Hey, Deborah. Deborah's here. I gave Deborah a shout out earlier when we first started. I'm glad you could join us, Deborah. Haley, I hope that was helpful. If you have any more questions, feel free to pop them in there and I'll try to answer it for you. Thank you for your question. Next one is from Instagram. Where is your favorite place to buy worsted weight and plush blanket yarn? I buy all of my yarn from Hobby Lobby. I'm a Hobby Lobby gal. Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek is my favorite worsted weight. I love this yarn. Is my second favorite worsted weight. When it comes to blanket yarn, if the Hobby Lobby's blanket yarn is very limited, so I would just I would like Google Burnett blanket yarn. I think it's Yarn Inspirations that does Burnett, and I would probably just buy straight from their website or go to Joann's when there's a big sale, like Joann's.com, because it's like an hour and a half from my house and I ain't fixing to go to Lexington. There's a lot of traffic in Lexington. I'm not doing that. I do not like traffic. Hopefully that was helpful. Thank you for your question. That one was from Instagram. Next one is from Tara, and she says, I just reopened my shop after 3-month break. Any suggestions on how to ramp back up to sales? I've done emails and social media already. So Tara, unfortunately, it's just going to be the slow game. Make sure you're pinning stuff on Pinterest. Make sure you are serving your audience well through your social media content that in a way that leads to sales. You don't want to say, here's my new coffee cozy, go buy my coffee cozy. You want to say, wow, it's getting really hot outside and you're going to probably switch to iced coffee very soon. If you put one of these cozies on there, it's going to keep your hands from getting all damp and clammy the next Sunday you're at church and you got to shake hands with people. See the difference? If your person goes to church and drinks iced coffee and they don't like that their hands are wet and damp and clammy because they've been having the drippy iced coffee, they're going to immediately be like, I freaking need that, without even thinking about it. You don't even have to say, go buy it. You're just going to say, I love that I can use my coffee cozy because now that it's hot and I've switched to iced coffee and we have to shake hands every Sunday and I don't have to get everybody's hands all wet. Problem solved. Serve your people really well through your content. Don't just say, go buy my thing. Another thing that you can do for a quick, like audience boost to get your stuff in front of new eyes is collaborate with another business that has the same ideal customer as you. Preferably a different product, but the same ideal customer. So if you sold boho baby girl things, maybe like crocheted boho baby girl things, maybe you collabed with a sewer who sews boho baby girl things. Those are not in direct competition with one another. They serve a different purpose. The pieces do. So think about that too. That's a great way to get your stuff in front of new, fresh eyes and to get the ball rolling again. Also, Etsy likes it if you are constantly or regularly, I guess is a better word, adding new products. So if you haven't listed all of your products by color and you currently say, this is the baby bib, here's the 8 colors that we offer, try breaking that up into 8 different listings. Get really good pictures of all of your 8 colors so you can fill up each listing with really good pictures of each of your 8 colors and start posting a new one like every couple of days. And that's going to give your shop some juice too, because when you post a new product, you have a very small window for a boost in views because they're trying to test the algorithm and see who likes this and who doesn't. It's really small. It's not the greatest strategy for like long-term strategy, but if you just need a kick in the pants to get things rolling again, that could be something that would help. Okay, next question from Instagram. I'm having a horrible time trying to figure out my ideal customer. Does it make sense to sell to people for sentimental reasons? Is that an ideal customer? Absolutely. My husband is very sentimental. I am not. I forget what happened that he's so sentimental about. I forget what it was like having a 2-year-old because I have an 8-year-old now. And that's the only thing my brain registers. The only thing I can remember about a 2-year-old is what I have videos and pictures of. Like I can't remember how I felt when I had a 2-year-old. So I am not your gal, but there are people that are your gal and they are very, very sentimental. And that is a very strong emotion. And anytime you can engage with your audience's emotion, you're going to be more likely to get sales. If you're going to promote to sentimental people, I would think it would be easier for you if you yourself was a sentimental person. And then you guys are able to engage and build a relationship around sweet, sentimental things. And you'll be able to speak to your ideal customer in a way that they can hear you because you are speaking from experience and then they are hearing your experience coming through their words, if that makes sense. So absolutely, that can be, I would nail it down more than that. That's coming from Instagram. I would nail it down more than that, but that is definitely a good start. I will be doing a big old free class sometime the week of May 25th. So you can mark that in your calendar. I'll let you know for sure. Make sure you're on my email list and you'll know for sure when we're going live. But I'm going to be telling you all about finding your ideal customer in that class. So just hold on a couple weeks. Thank you for your question. Yes, next question says, will I save the live? Absolutely. All of the lives will be saved here and here via replays. Next question. What tools do you use when you create your own patterns? I recently switched to Canva for my actual typing, but it's really janky. It's not smooth. It takes a long time. I want it to be on Canva because my team and I can access it together, and Canva gives me fonts and stuff that I like, and I have a little bit more control over the design, but it's not smooth or easy. When it comes to designing my own patterns, trial and error 1,600 times. It is not something I would recommend. There are people who do it way better than me. There's math people and science people that can help you design your patterns way better than what I do, which is I just keep making it until it turns out right. And when you're doing blankets or Gracie dolls that take 3 days to make, it's a big old waste of time. It's not a waste because obviously I'm going to get the product that I want, but it's not the most efficient route. These are 2 of the reasons why I do not teach pattern design specifically. I'm a finished piece seller gal. There's way more smart people to help you with your crochet pattern design questions. Thank you, though. I hope that was helpful. None the least. Hope that was at least a little bit helpful. Christina says, do you make items in the order of how they come in on Etsy, or do you batch and make the same item to ship even if the orders come in first? I, with my conscience, make them in the order they were received. Now, if you got 2 orders the same day and then another order the next day, and you can make like the first one and the third one at the same time, but they're all very, very close together, you'd probably be okay with that. What I would suggest is in your downtime, be making some of your best sellers. That way, when the order comes in, you've got one that you can go ahead and send. Don't shorten your turnaround time unless your turnaround time is like something crazy like 2 weeks or more. If your current turnaround time is 3 to 5 days, keep it 3 to 5 days. Then you're going to deliver it early. So they're going to be like, whoa, that was so fast, 5-star review. And then you're going to be able to work on the other ones as they come in as well. So I would be batch creating when you don't have orders coming in. And when you do have orders coming in, I would do those in the order of with which they were received. This is another reason why I don't suggest having 1,600 different products in your shop, and instead having a very intentional product line with fewer products that serves your ideal customer well, because you're not going to have to like take off your amigurumi hat and put on your blanket hat and try to figure out how to remember how to make that blanket you haven't made in 3 years. You know what I mean? So if you can niche down your product line where every product serves your ideal customer well, and you don't offer 66 different things, it's going to help you be more efficient, whether you're doing an assembly line or not, if that makes sense. Also, it's going to help you be more efficient when you are doing an assembly line in your downtime, because you have very specific products that you can be making. And if you don't have a bestseller yet, you can just do one at a time and store them somewhere. If all you have space for is one tote, fill up that one tote and then maybe chill until you get some sales, something like that. But if you've got space to store it, keep making it and storing it until it sells. Worst case, you just go to a market and hopefully sell everything. So, or you could run an actual sale on Etsy if you need to get rid of some stuff. Hopefully that was helpful. Good luck getting that baby to come out. Next one's from Anthea. She joins us every week like clockwork. Anthea, I appreciate you. She says, do you have a neck or phone holder that you can recommend for doing crochet videos up close? I've been using the neck of my top. I also use the neck of my top. And then my equipment that is built onto my body. I don't have one that I like because the one that I've used is bouncy. And so then the hands are bouncy. I do not recommend this, but this is a product that does exist. So disclosure, I'm not recommending the next product I'm about to tell you, but I'm just going to tell you that it does exist. And they're very expensive, but they make, I don't even want to promote it. I think they're poison. Okay. I think they're probably very dangerous for our bodies, but if it's a risk you're willing to take, you are an adult. Meta glasses. Have you seen those? You can record and live stream and everything just with what's on your face. Like that would be perfect for recording videos and walking through Hobby Lobby, doing a live, showing all things that you're finding. Like absolutely perfect. I just don't know about like having the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi like running right next to my brain. And like in my ear holes and like around my eyes, which are already not great. Like that's just me. But to each their own. It does exist. That's my point. It does exist. Okay, Tara, I'm going to go ahead and real quick just jump in. Tara says, I was unable to update my Etsy pattern site. Not able to add categories, but can add items and change banner. Oh, she was able. Praise the Lord. Thank you for telling me, Tara. I will go check mine. It has been down since like Christmas. Not a good time. I will go check mine though. Thank you for letting me know. That is good information. Oh, Anthea, I think Allie of the Turtle Trunk has one of those neck things that she really likes. So reach out to her on Instagram. She's really, really sweet. She'll help you. Next question, Crochet with Me Today says, have you ever had to speed prepare for an event when you did vendor events? Any advice? Sister flooded, and between babysitting and helping at her house, time is gone. So my advice would be bestsellers. Do your bestsellers, your attention grabbers, focus on those things, and don't worry if you don't have enough. It's probably going to be plenty. I feel like most of us overstuff our booths. You take what you got. That's it. It is what it is, and you'll learn and bob and weave as you go. That's the little dance of entrepreneurship. just know that anything that you take is better than nothing, right? We're going to think about it from a positive perspective. Also, it's a learning experience. You're going to get to listen to the conversations that people are having when they're in your booth. Take notes about finding your ideal customer. If someone says, I'm getting this for my nephew, his nursery is in whale decor, you now know whale decor nursery is a good keyword that you can use to grow your business later, right? So just everything that you do, be very strategic, pay attention, listen, see what's happening, take notes for later, use it as a growing experience, and the next time you're going to blow it out of the water, right? I would suggest making multiples instead of one of everything. If you make one of everything, it's going to give flea market vibes. If you make multiples, it's going to give boutique vibes. Okay. So whatever makes sense for your ideal customer, whether you want flea market vibes or boutique vibes, you get to choose that. Neither is wrong. But if you want boutique vibes, don't make like one of everything. Make multiples. So if you sell Claire Bun beanies, make multiple Claire Bun beanies in just a few colors, not too many colors. Hopefully that was helpful. And take a deep breath. Crochet with me today. You're going to get through it. You're going to come out on top, and your business is going to grow because of it. You're doing great. She said, thank you. I feel so much better already. You're welcome, friend. Oh, and Anthea, you're the sweetest. We got two more. My friend Emily of Sweet Creek Patterns, she's guest posted on my blog a couple times. She says, question for you, Ashley. Do you have any ideas for a freebie gift offer I could do on my YouTube channel to get people to sign up to my email newsletter? I make weekly crochet tutorials. You could give them a free crochet pattern. You could give them a list of your favorite crochet materials. You could give them an ebook of some sort, how to clean your yarn, organize your yarn, teach them how to do something, store your yarn, wash your yarn, like finished pieces. Give them an ebook that teaches them how to do something. It's just a PDF. An ebook is just a PDF, okay? It's nothing fancy. Or you could go even bigger and design something like a planner, a digital planner that they can use to like organize their whips, like a project planner. So they can take notes about what hook they used, what pattern they used, what yarn they used, where to find the pattern, like if they stored it on their device somewhere so they don't have to go digging for it later. You could design something like that in Canva fairly quickly and fairly easily. Worst case scenario, you could always do a coupon code to your shop. It's not my favorite. I feel like there's lots more creative things that you could do. Worst case scenario, you could do a coupon code. Thank you for your question. Amanda says, finally starting an email list. Congratulations, Amanda. Most important thing you can do for your business in 2024 is create an email list. Do I need to use something like MailChimp or can I do it on my own? You need to use something like MailChimp. Mackenzie, can you grab the Flowdesk affiliate link for Amanda? Amanda, Flowdesk is what I use. I have an affiliate link that is going to give you 50% off your first year, which is massive. Very rarely do we get 50% off anything ever. Flowdesk is very, very affordable. The price does not go up based on how many subscribers you get. With MailChimp, you will succeed the subscriber limit very, very quickly. Everything is unlimited with Flowdesk. What is it? Flowdesk. So you can get automated emails that go out on their own. You can get where you set up a freebie, like Emily and I were just talking about, where they sign up to your email list and they get the freebie. You can set that where it's automatic. They sign up at a specific spot, and then you tell Flowdesk, anybody who signs up from this specific spot gets this specific freebie. You can set it all up in Flowdesk. It's very easy. I teach all of this inside of Crochet Boss Academy Module 6. Doors are opening May 25th. Mark your calendars. It is going to be amazing. Okay. I think, she came in with that affiliate link for you guys. It's for anybody over here, flowdesk.com/C/crafty21. That is the affiliate link. If you want me to send it to you in a DM, just send me a DM and I will get that for you. Okay, friends, we got through all of them. It is only 5:04. We are only 4 minutes past our time window together. So excellent. I'll take it as a win. I hope that you learned something. Go take action. It can be very, very small. You can just go jot down some things that were in your head, but you need to teach your body that when you take in information into your brain, your body reacts. You need to get in the habit of doing that. And so then you'll start doing it without even thinking about it. So go take action, because knowledge without action is a waste of your time. And I never want to waste your time. I never want you to waste your time. We get very little time as entrepreneurs. I know it's the same as everybody else, but it feels like less. So go take action. So you're working smarter, not harder. The 30 minutes you spent with me today, if you take action, it will seep into your brain better, and it will help you start taking action when you take in information in the future. Like you're going to get in a habit of that without even thinking about it. And then your business is going to explode. So go brain dump something or do something that you've been putting off. Open that Etsy shop, start researching how to build an email list, whatever it is. Even if you just mark your calendar for May 25th, because that's when Crochet Boss Academy is opening up. That's taking action, and that counts, and your brain will learn. So thank you for being here. Thank you for asking questions. Ava's putting something under my door about giving me a heart attack. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I will be in my Instagram stories sharing all about my planning for Ava's birthday party. And then after that, I'm switching gears to all things Crochet Boss Academy. So get excited because I'm excited. I will talk to you guys next week. We're still in April, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Crochet Business Chat. I will see you then. Have a good day.